everybody! Today we're going to learn about arrays and how to use an array to write a repeated addition sentence. So before we get started, we need to know the definitions of the words rows and columns. So a row is when things are lying side by side, just like these apples. It can be any object, numbers. They are going this way, horizontal. Rows are horizontal. They go from side to side. Columns are the opposite. Columns go up and down, just like the columns that hold up your house. So the objects would go vertical, up and down. So here's a row, here is a column. Row, column, row, column. Do that with me. Row, column, row, column. Great. So now that we know the difference between a row and a column, we are going to fill out our worksheet. So we know rows go this way. So how many rows of circles do we have? We have 1 row, 2 rows. And columns go this way. So we have 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. Now we can write our repeated addition sentence. So we can write 2 different things here. We can either say 2 plus 2 plus 2, like this. Two plus 2 plus 2 equals, and we know how to count by 2s, 2, 4, 6. Or we could do it this way and say 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3, and we know 3 plus 3 equals 6. And I am going to count my circles just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our repeated addition sentence can either be 2 plus 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 3. Now we're going to move on to the triangles. How many rows do we have? We have 1, 2 rows, because they are going this way, horizontal. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, because they are going this way, vertical. So now we can write our repeated addition sentences. We can either do it this way, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 2 plus, plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And again, we can count by 2s and say 2, 4, 6, 8. Or we could do it using our our rows, and say 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4. And we know 4 plus 4 equals 8. So for each array, we can have 2 different addition sentences. So let's look at our sons. How many rows do we have? Rows go this way, horizontal. We have 1, 2, 3 rows, and 1, 2, 3 columns. So our repeated addition sentence is going to be the same either way we look at it. We can say 3 plus 3 plus 3 . And I know that when I do 3 plus 3, that gives me 6, and then I count on 7, 8, 9. Now I want you to notice that when I go and do this in my columns, it's going to be the same thing. 3 plus 3 plus 3, because there are the same amount of rows as there are columns. So either way, our repeated addition sentence for this one is 3 plus 3 plus 3. And our hearts. How many rows? We have 1, 2, 3 rows, and 1, 2 columns. And now we can do our repeated addition sentence. Let's start with the rows. 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 2, 4, 6. We know that. Alright, so we can move that down to our answer. And now let's go the other way. Oops. With our columns. 3 plus 3. So we can type 3 plus 3, and we know that that equals 6. So I'm going to make that smaller and move it here. So we now know how to use arrays to do repeated addition. So let's practice some more. Here we have a lot of arrays. So let's go ahead and do our repeated addition. I'm going to use a different color. Here you can either do this row plus this row, or you could do this column plus this column plus this column plus this column. Either way. So we're going to start with our rows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus another 4, and we know 4 plus 4 is 8. Or we can do it with our columns and say 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And we know 2 plus 2 is 4, plus another 2 is 6, plus another 2 is 8. So we are going to put that with both of our repeated addition for that array. Let's move on to a bigger one. Let's do these. Here I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. I'm going to start with our columns this time. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 plus 6 plus 6. And I know 6 plus 6 is 12. And if I add another 6, that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's one repeated addition sentence. And then we can do it by rows and say 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Let's see how many times I wrote 3. Circled 3's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We can make that smaller and put it here. All right, let's do one more together. Let's do this one. All right. So this time we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So let's start with our rows. We have one row, and that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another row of 5. Another row of 5. And another row of 5. So this time I have 4 rows of 5. So I'm going to say 5 plus the second row of 5 plus the third row of 5 plus the fourth row of 5. And I can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. There are 4 rows of 5. And I can also do that using my, oops, did it again, didn't I? Using my columns. So this time we have 1 column of 4, 2 columns of 4, 3 columns of 4, 4 columns of 4, and 5 columns of 4. So I have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Let's make sure I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I want you to look at our repeated addition sentences. We have 4 plus 4 equals 8, and 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 8. We have 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18, and 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 18. And then we have 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20, and 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 20. What do you notice about our repeated addition sentences? What do you notice about what is the same in this repeated addition sentence, and these repeated addition sentences, and these repeated addition sentences? Great, they all equal the same number. So it doesn't matter which way you count them. It doesn't matter if you say 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or if you say 4 plus 4. You still should get the same answer of 8. Here, the same thing. It doesn't matter if you count them this way or this way. You still should get the same answer of 18. And same thing here. It doesn't matter if you count them this way or if you count them in rows. You still should get the same answer of 20. So that is learning about arrays. Let's go back really quick and do a quick review on rows and columns. Rows go this way, columns go this way. Do it with me. Row, column, row, column, row, column. Great.